Give the lad a break. That is sensational.
Andy missed a dart at double in that match. Could have been 133.
97.
It was 13, 10, 11 and 12, wasn't it?
Sounds more like an IP address. Another 51. Just gets confirmation from Kirk Bevins.
110.
Plazier doesn't hit this, he's in a world of hurt. And I think he knows it now.
63.
He's got that sinking feeling because he doesn't expect Crabtree to miss.
He did seem to just shuffle around a bit awkwardly then, almost knowing that whatever he did wasn't going to be enough. Crabtree does get double eights. He's one leg away from a place in round 2. He could have a bright future in the PDC. He's currently level with Owen Roloff's 2-all. And the 9-dart hero from Alexandra Palace, Christian Kist, 3-2 down against Daniel Perry. And the winner of that game will be on stage 2 a little bit later, playing Chris Landman.
That could be a quick affair. But this game could be over quickly for different reasons because of the quality of Crabtree.
167.
He has 167 and 6 darts for it. Didn't even entertain the idea of the 57. He has somewhat usurped this challenge, and there's only one more thing left to do, and that's to punch his ticket to the next round.
Maturity beyond his years from Cam Crabtree. Not going for Hollywood, instead going safe, going for double 18. Now double 9. Double 9 is in. A wonderful performance from Cam Crabtree, which, yes, might be overshadowed by what we saw from Niko Springer earlier on.
That was the win that made people think, hang on a minute, there's something with this young man. And I think his best quality is that he keeps drip feeding us a little bit of form every now and again. He's not smashing through the glass like a lot of other young players like Niko Springer or Luke Littler.
59.
He doesn't give much away emotionally either, which a lot of young players can do at times. Tingstrom looks to break straight back. 2 chances at double top. Now double 10.
23.
Closer to the metal number than the bed.
Yeah, that's not encouraging. A clear tops for Sebastian.
Game shot on the second leg, Sebastian Bialecki.
And he is 2 furlongs clear here.
Game on.
You're right about his emotional state.
146 for Bialecki is not going to go. Yes, Jeffrey de Graaf hasn't played any competitive darts in recent weeks because his girlfriend is due to give birth, so we wish him all the best. And that's a game we will be missing on stage 2 as Tingstrom now seeks double 5.
35.
Unconvincing once more.
90.
Now, does he pay the price for more misses at the outer ring? Sebastian doing exactly what he needs to do, which is giving himself a chance.
65.
Very, very close. Well, it'll do. It could have been a lot worse than that, Victor. Double 1.
3.
And he can't take it and run.
25.
There are mistakes everywhere in this game all of a sudden.
It's 1 from 17 on the doubles for Tingstrom. Bialecki takes the 5th leg off him.
6th leg, Sebastian to throw first.
Huge frustration for the Swede.
Another chance for the match. This time he does go for the secondary treble. That's worked out okay. After missing 1 match start to win by 6 legs to 1, he now gets another chance, and he may even get 2 darts this time.
56.
Would have been a healthy dose of irony had Tingstrom pinned 170. It never looks likely. 64 looks likelier. Double 8 now for Sebastian Bialecki to win his first game at the UK Open in 3 years.
56.
More chances have come and gone.
He's giving you chances, Victor. The door is ajar. He can't get the treble he needed. So after 3 darts for the match are missed over 2 legs, Bialecki is back to rubber stamp round 2.
Game shot.
Fifth time of asking, Sebastian Bialecki pins magical match dart. Not a cracking game.
Thrown into space. And he still hasn't found that level of performance since then. He's on a search for it right now. And he's going to need to find this 1-4-1, otherwise he's going to be 3-0 down.
Back up for treble 20.
65. Joining to acquire 40.
This is Dream Street for Sean.
On a third leg,
and he is wandering down Dream Street with a big smile on his face. 3-0 up with 2 breaks of throw. I wouldn't want to be Stefan today. Wouldn't want to be Max Hopp right now. Look at what Foxy's doing to him.
96.
He's picking apart.
I mean, even a 180 leaves him on a very tricky outshot. And he's not going to get that 180.
100.
Departs with a ton. Sean Fox is 68 points away from a 4-0 advantage. Double 4. Straight in there. Beautifully done from Fox. Sometimes when you get amateur players who qualify, they can be brilliant at count.
And he might walk away with no wins and even no legs.
45.
Well, chances have been so few and far between. He's had 2 darts at double.
I think he's starting to realise what's looking him in the eye.
60.
It's the word defeat. And you've already mentioned that Greg Ritchie game from recently. You just don't sense that Sean Fox is going to falter.
Exhibit A.
The look on Hopp's face tells you everything you need to know. The end is very close.
Double top for Sean Fox. A whitewash victory for the amateur against the original German darting superstar in Max Hopp. He was taken to the cleaners by Foxy from Essex. A massive disparity in the averages.
For Szaganski, who lives in Ireland. So it's the constant travelling, the constant cost. If you're not playing well
58.
and you're not reaping the benefits, you do have to weigh up what you can do. And it's difficult for people coming from Scandinavia or overseas all the time.
121.
Yes, Radek now based in Cork, working there as a bus driver.
Always gets me, that one. Are you that guy that I saw on PDC TV win that title one time? Yeah, that was me. Just a remarkably humble individual is Radek. But he's 1-0 down, and that's a really bright start from Benjamin. That's exactly what he needed.
I like the straightforwardness of Radek's action, and I think he is deceptively a very quick player.
Yeah. He doesn't get anywhere near the credit he deserves for how good he is. He puts the dart in his hand, and he points at his target every time. Uncomplicated,
41.
and usually very good.
160.
Sadly, this time he has complicated things with that single one. Leaves 99. Might not come back, though.
140.
That could have been
99.
good. 160 missed on tops. Might be 2 tops for Radek. No, it's the 16s. Treble for double. Beautifully done from Radek Szaganski. It's merely a hold of throw, but to him, that will feel like a break.
In darts, your life can change in hours
140.
to days.
136.
Well, this combination could end on double 8. Needed Radek to hit 2 treble 20s.
43. Benjamin, you require 36.
So now, to make it 3-all and to break the throw in what's becoming a topsy-turvy game, Benjamin Reus hits double 18. It's been a good game, this one. Averages around the low 90s. The standard has been good.
Just imagine if Radek was playing someone who was slightly off their game. He would have been in the distance himself. But Reus has turned up this afternoon.
And it's about time we saw the best of him.
Benjamin, you require 84.
There was a lot of hope surrounding Benjamin Reus when he won his tour card. And there'll be hope surrounding him at the UK Open if he takes double 16, which he does not. A reprieve for Radek maybe. Goes bull first. And there's that double 16, that portion of the board that he absolutely loves.
Unflappable brilliance. Fine margins, and Szaganski's better off. He leaves a number which could leave the bottom left corner. But a chance for Reus to finish it on tops.
Oh, is this wise? Taking his time. Maybe not. It's a good couple of inches away. Ironically, leaves double top for the match. Was nowhere near with the first dart, but he pins double top. And that is a proper comeback from Radek Szaganski, winning 3 legs on the bounce. Great form on it last year. He was able to play in several Players' Championship events as a player to fill in from that list. And he's already done the same this year. He went to Razma a couple of weeks ago. And he did manage to win a game in both tournaments. So that's a couple of grand of prize money. And for a player who's not on the tour full time, it is that prize money that can fund further adventures in darts.
Absolutely right. I remember he had a game with Gary Anderson last year and he gave him one almighty scare. And this is when Gary was at the peak of his powers. Speaking of power, he can cut the power at MINEHEAD. But can he cut Puha? Not on this occasion. Cool darts from Hopps.
Well, the man in the crowd took the words out of my mouth. That was better from Kirk. Still only emerges with a ton, but it's a very makeable 2-dart shot.
He's got to find this. Tops. More like it from the captain. Star date 28:02, 2025, Mark 1, needs 5 more. You're then in Red's bar. You could then go onto a 3rd different stage in the same afternoon. This is not what these players are used to week in, week out.
60. 161. 46. Okay, you require 130.
Double chance shot. Double 5. Oh, it's a beauty. It's a beauty from Hopp Puha. And that will probably dash the hopes of Kirk. Calibre of players that he was beating. Try and remember that he's very capable. 90 left, should be the treble 18.
131, you require 121.
The 130 was a beauty. The 131 was a beautiful setup. Treble 17 was needed for a go at the bull. And this could be Kirk's last dart of the tournament.
His facial expression tells you that he thinks it's the end. I think he might be right, because the doubling from Hopp has been exceptional. It's not in. Is this next one? A reprieve, and it feels like the first time that the New Zealander has failed on the outer ring, visit-wise.
It's the first time he's failed with 3 darts in hand. But he has not been punished. Maybe a sense that the last dart there was a bit rushed from Aidan Kirk. Puha is going straight at double 9. 5th time of asking, 5th time lucky. Hopp Puha has hopes of making a big run at the UK Open this weekend. And he likes it at the Robin Park Tennis Centre.
Oh, he didn't, because he didn't win any games.
Yeah, true that.
Well, because there's more Players' Championships than ever before, there are more opportunities than ever before, schedule management is going to be under the radar more in 2025 than any year ever. And if you get it wrong, we're going to call you on it. I like Chris a lot. I think he's a great player. I think he's very unheralded. And he's 1-0 up after a typical quick first leg. It's always nice knowing you're in the hat. Tops for Landman. Too many wired shots. He can't believe it. Neither can we. Couldn't have been any closer. Kist. Looking for the big one. He can't get his lips around that. Double 10.
30.
He's having a nightmare all of a sudden on the outer ring, and Kist is in for the kill. Tops. Lethal. He finds what Landman couldn't. And this game is firmly in the hands of that man right there. Yes, he has. But not close enough for his liking.
85.
Okay, give me an each-way shout, someone who you think could maybe get to the semi-finals, and I'll stipulate they've got to be outside the top 32.
58.
We'll maybe do that in the next leg.
I was going to say, do you want to make that a bit harder?
40. Christian, you're 132.
Jermaine Wattimena. And he's playing next on this board.
We'll get a good chance to see then.
92.
Look at the luxury that Christian's got. The 2 single 16s, the impeccable board management. Just to lead Tops, to come back for what he's already hit, to make it 5-1. Brilliant. A great dart. He will feel even better that he's hit it with double 5. Because the pressure was on with Landman sitting on 53. If he doesn't hit double 5, the game could be a lot closer than it is right now.
60.
But the shorter he can make his matches, the more he will have in reserve for a next game.
Which would go 164.
Not too much damage done to Chris Landman, although that is damaging. That's self-inflicted.
Christian, you're 122.
Still leaves a potentially awkward finish if he comes back. He might not come back. Another one of those leaves double 7, but he's the wrong side of the wire. 65 left.
82.
Still pretty good.
124.
Landman at the point of no return. Needs double 11. That could be a parting shot. And Hopp Puha, who was waiting for the winner, might be about to see who he's playing next.
Well, it was always going to be a Dutchman, and it turns out Christian Kist was too strong for Chris Landman.
45.
He's looked sharp for some time, particularly on the European Tour as well, where events did become more difficult to qualify for at the beginning of last year. He was going to those qualifiers and doing well enough in tournaments to now be an automatic inclusion via the Pro Tour Order of Merit.
100.
That's how much he's lifted his own career in the past 18 months, we'll say. However, Florian Hempel is lifting his own game, and that is a superb response. What a high-quality game this is already.
What a lovely tempo to it as well.
Someone who is more of a household name in darting terms, Bo Greaves, 6-1 winner against Rhys Griffin. Mickey Mansell up next. Now that will be a test. That will be a test for her to get through to round 4.
That's not a good draw for Mickey. And it's not good for Bo either. That's a fabulous game. Double 4. And Wattimena is 2-1 ahead in a flash. This game is rattling by. Some of the games just starting out on the outside boards. Sean Fox, who was brilliant here against Max Hopp, he's just taking to the stage on board 4 against Justin Hood.
And he's lost his first leg of the day because Justin has taken the first one in 14 darts.
90. Jermaine require 51.
51 for Wattimena, 19 for double 16, the chosen route. Next door for double 8.
Yes, on the 7th leg, Jermaine.
Big roar bellowed out from the big Dutchman.
And when Jermaine's around, you know it. As could this be, as Hempel goes for another. He's got the 2 trebles. Well, that's respect right there. He could have laid up, but he thought, the way that Jermaine has played, he thought he had the possibility of hitting the 170.
Now it's down to Florian to tidy up 25. He's done the first part right. Step back, Florian.
17.
And that little stride forward probably ruined his rhythm. This had hurt. Oh, this would hurt. Double 16. A world of pain for Florian Hempel. He needs all the plasters and aloe vera he can get his hands on.
That really hurts. But look at the passion from Wattimena. He wants to be in the hat. He doesn't mind who he takes on later, as long as he's in that hat
55.
with a chance. He is striding towards the finishing post here after a huge scare from his German opponent, who's played some great darts in this contest, but is now running out of time.
Or 137. 121.
Sprint finish worthy of Roadrunner. Treble 20. Leaves double 18.
103.
Nearly a wonderful finish for Jermaine Wattimena. He's going to come back.
He'd rather have missed that double 18 high, though.
87. Jermaine require 18.
He's still got his pick.
He's going to split. 10 for double 4. Double 2.
14.
Was there an argument to bust there?
There's always an argument as to whether he should have done so. I'm not sure.
100. Jermaine require 4.
Still match point.
Game. Shot.
Match point taken for Jermaine Wattimena, who continues to improve. Make no mistake.
You know you're going to Graz at the end of April, well in advance. It's like a warm blanket that you can rest your head on and say, great, I'm looking forward to Graz. Some of these players can't even say that.
Ryan Meikle could say, I want double 16. It's not going to go for him.
67.
Opposite side of the board to where he usually does all his damage. Matters will only get 1 dart. It will be at double 16. Takes that step across. Bingo, double 16 is found. Clinical stuff so far from Matters Razma. 2 from 2 on the doubles. Not a sparkling performance against Grulich, but it was enough. That's all you need to do at this stage.
Indeed. Enough is always enough.
Someone who is desperate to win ranking money is Josh Richardson. He's 5-4 up against Marvin van Velzen. Nathan Rafferty leads the Canadian Jim Long by the scoreline. And the lesser spotted Jim Williams is in Minehead. Leads Martin Lukeman 3-2. Or 2.
Jim Williams is an enigma.
I would have staked all of my savings on Enigma being the word you'd use.
65. Manager required 42.
It's like a 15-letter conundrum. Very hard to figure out. Well, that'll do. I know he was trying to leave double 16, but he likes double 18 anyway.
Catch on the fifth leg, Mardals Razma.
He likes every double.
To throw first.
And Jim Williams is 5-3 up on Martin Lukman.
Another old Dutch tie sees Barry Van Peer lead Danny Van Tribe 3-1. Greg Ritchie leads Tommy Morris 2-0.
177.
That is a beauty from Razma, and he has the chance to seal what would be something of a collector's item. 6 from 6 on the outer ring.
180.
Give that man a yellow ribbon because he wants to tie it round the old oak tree, because that is 6 from 6 on the doubles. An imperious doubling display from the Latvian, and that will be one of the headlines from board 2 this afternoon. Everybody needs a bit of inspiration sometimes, a bit like a 1-3-4. Double 16.
180.
Not quite an inspired tumplers checkout.
152.
Another one. With his pushing style,
140.
he's not able to get that second treble until dart 3.
Catch on the full leg, Kim Huybrechts.
A little bit like Jermaine Wattimena. You know what Kim Huybrechts is feeling at every single moment.
A largely forgotten game. And temper's flared in that one.
140.
You got any memories playing Kim?
None. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just a very innocent question.
57. Lucas
No comment.
1-2-1 then for Lucas Wenig. The 3 breaks of throw in a row. It'll have to be treble 17 and the bullseye. Smallest target on the board.
90.
Didn't like that, did he?
10.
As far as this one's concerned, does Kim not like this? I think he does like it. He's got every right to. It's a 3-2 lead. In a surprising way.
His European Tour final last year. The final against Humphreys couldn't have gone much worse. I can't remember one player suffering as many bounce outs.
137. Lucas, you require 40.
Without being disrespectful to Kim, that was a bit of a mismatch. This time?
20.
Not this time.
148.
Could this shot spring a surprise?
Get ready to turn the volume down if this goes. Perhaps it's best for all of us that it did not.
Yeah, confirmed. 71 left. His initial instinct was to go for another treble 19,
90.
but he didn't want to leave double 7.
20.
That's a really important double 5. The last thing he wanted to do was invite Huybrechts in for an unlikely break. If he's let in. He might not be. Great answer from the German. Should go 17s here. Super smart.
Lucas, you're 124.
The treble's a lovely bonus. But will he come back? The bullseye says he won't.
99.
But he will.
You require 96.
For a place in Friday night, is Huybrechts about to erupt?
Losing his grip. Double 9. That is an eruption from the Hurricane. Warm round of applause from Lucas Wenig.
137.
Hood 100 points behind Beveridge. Treble 20's blocked.
Bull's a good play here. Great thinking. Because the 25 left him in an advantageous position. That was really good lateral thinking from Justin.
Justin, you require 102.
Just off double six. He went treble 16 to go back up for double 18.
Well, that was a Rob Cross route on the 102.
Down you require 6.
That's what he does. Beveridge, the tall man from Scotland, is in the basement.
4. Justin's
He decided to switch. It didn't pay off.
20.
He's got 20 left. That flight's in the way. This is a horror show, but it's a brilliant dart from Hood to take a 3-2 lead.
Wouldn't it be something if Justin Hood, if he was to win this game, drew Ryan Searle?
Yes, that would be something.
Proper local derby.
$95. Down you require 110.
110 for Beveridge. This might have to go. Treble 18. Leaves double 18.
74.
Well, Justin could have drawn Simon Stevenson, but he's been taken out by Jimmy Van Schie. 10 for tops. The third dart this time does not give him a leg. And Beveridge can see a way back into the match, but this is just for a hold of throw. It must be found. With punctuation. Full stop that one. Leg 7 belongs to the Scot.
Treble 17.
97.
That'll do.
112.
Will it do? May just be the case. Justin has been leaving tops and tens. I'll be surprised if this is not the case. It's something different.
Alternative option that works out very nicely for the local man. Justin Hood is through to round 4 of the UK Open. In many ways, it's been a dream start to the year for the man from Glastonbury, who is rocking and rolling in stage 2.